Imagine standing at the edge of a vast mountain wilderness, a place so rugged and beautiful it inspires awe. That's Rocky Mountain National Park. Its story as a protected area begins over a century ago, when President Woodrow Wilson signed the act establishing it on January the 26th, 1915. But long before that, Paleo-Indians, Ute, and Arapaho people lived and traveled through these mountains. In the mid-1800s, settlers arrived, and a brief gold and silver boom brought prospectors, though towns like Lulu City were quickly abandoned by the 1880s. Visionaries like Enos Mills championed the idea of preserving this incredible landscape for everyone, leading to its national park designation. At the heart of the park runs the Continental Divide, a geological spine directing water east towards the Atlantic and west towards the Pacific. It's a fundamental feature, splitting the park's climate and ecosystems. Streams on one side flow across the continent in one direction, while streams on the other side head the opposite way. But the mountains hold a fascinating secret. In the Never Summer Mountains, the divide takes a sharp horseshoe bend. Streams on the eastern slopes of this range surprisingly feed the Colorado River's headwaters, sending their water south and west to the Pacific, defying the usual rule. Meanwhile, streams on the western slopes eventually join rivers flowing east to the Atlantic. It's a geographic anomaly hidden within the grandeur. The raw power of ice shaped much of what you see today. Ancient glaciers, vast rivers of ice, flowed through these valleys during the Quaternary period, carving out the dramatic peaks, U-shaped valleys, and deep cirques. They scraped away thousands of feet of older rock layers, exposing the ancient core of the mountains, some rocks dating back billions of years. While those massive ice sheets are gone, look closely in the high mountain cirques, and you'll still find several small, persistent glaciers clinging to the rock, remnants of that icy past, still slowly shaping the landscape. Driving through the park is an experience in itself, thanks to Trail Ridge Road. Built in the 1930s by the Civilian Conservation Corps, this highway earns its nickname, the Highway to the Sky. It climbs to a breathtaking elevation of 12,183 feet, making it the highest continuously paved highway in the United States. It offers unparalleled views and crosses the Continental Divide, taking you through different ecological zones in a matter of minutes. However, the extreme conditions mean much of it closes during the long winter months. This is because it gets cut off by deep snow. The park is a vertical journey through different worlds, defined by elevation. As you climb, you pass through distinct ecosystems. The lowest elevations are the montane zone, with meadows and forests of ponderosa pine and Douglas fir, home to abundant wildlife like elk and mule deer. Climb higher into the subalpine zone, and the forests transition to Engelmann spruce and subalpine fir. Here, trees near the treeline become stunted and twisted into crumhall shapes by the fierce winds. Ancient survivors living close to the ground. Above about 11,000 feet, you enter the stark and beautiful alpine tundra. This is a land without trees where Arctic conditions prevail even in summer. Plants here are tough, clinging to rocky soil, often growing in low cushions to survive the winds. Many have specialized adaptations, like dense hairs or dark pigments, to capture warmth. Despite the harshness, tiny, vibrant wildflowers bloom briefly in the short summer. Life here is fragile. A single misplaced footstep can damage plants that took hundreds of years to grow. This leaves scars that last for generations. Look for pikas and marmots darting among the rocks. Rocky Mountain National Park is a haven for wildlife. You'll often see large herds of elk grazing in the valleys, especially in the fall during the rut. Historically, predators like wolves and grizzly bears were present, but were eliminated in the early 1900s. This has led to challenges managing the large elk population, sometimes requiring culling to protect sensitive plant life. Interestingly, moose, often seen on the park's west side, were not native to this specific area, but were introduced in the late 1970s. More elusive predators like mountain lions, bobcats, and even rare Canada lynx still roam the park's wilder areas. The park's climate is defined by dramatic shifts and extreme weather. Elevation, slope, and the clash of air masses create intense conditions, from sudden blizzards in winter to powerful afternoon thunderstorms in summer that can cause rapid temperature drops. Compounding these natural cycles is the impact of climate change. Over the last century, the park has seen its average temperature increase. This leads to snow melting earlier, contributing to drier summers and a longer fire season. The park has a history of wildfires, both natural and human-caused. Scientists are studying how changing climate will affect the frequency and intensity of future fires and impact ecosystems. This includes the spread of mountain pine beetles that have killed vast stands of trees. Attracting millions of visitors each year, Rocky Mountain National Park is one of the most popular in the country. This popularity, while celebrating the park's beauty, also brings challenges. To help manage the crowds and protect the natural resources, the park has implemented a timed entry reservation system during peak seasons. This helps distribute visitors throughout the day and year. The aim is to preserve the experience of wildness and protect the fragile mountain environments for generations to come. It's a balancing act, preserving the park's essence while allowing people to connect with its wild heart.